A free service supporting people struggling with their mental health is expecting demand to increase. That's despite news of a vaccine and the end of lockdown. Hundreds of people contacted the Oxfordshire-based Help Hub during the first lockdown, as Jeremy Stern reports.
So that must be really hard.
Bereavement, redundancy, isolation. Some of the issues addressed by Help Hub therapists during hundreds of 20-minute support calls. Even before the pandemic, Ruth Chalinor says she dealt with many clients who had anxiety.
Now some of those issues have become a lot more chronic. People who are dealing with complicated grief, where they've not been able to go to visit a loved one and say goodbye properly or go to a funeral. People who had health issues have perhaps got worse because they haven't been treated, or they haven't thought to ask for help as well. So I suspect that when the world opens again, a lot of people will then start looking for help.
Caitlin's one of the Help Hub trustees. The Oxfordshire-based National Service has also relied heavily on volunteer counsellors.
We had about 700 counsellors at the beginning, but for one reason or another, the numbers have dropped away. So every day at the moment, we have just about enough counsellors to cover all the sessions that are needed. But as things get harder, it's a stretch. And so we're appealing today for more counsellors to come forward.
The therapist organisation of which Ruth is a member says it's aware the pandemic has affected the well-being of counsellors themselves as they try to cope while supporting others.
The continual uncertainty in general will have an impact on caregivers. I think the increased numbers will affect them as well in terms of their own pressure on them to deal with so many challenges. I think what we'd like to see, certainly from government, is a lot more funded counselling support.
The Help Hub is funded independently, but last week the government pledged £500 million towards mental health services. Jeremy Stern, BBC South Today.